All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is November 5th, 2024. My name is John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. Hey, this is the BYOB Market Wrap Up. Hey, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, for the chart, on the SPY, we have on the 10-minute, it's flat. Well, you got a 10-minute uptrend, just barely, going into the close. On the 2-hour, we have 2-hour uptrend. On the daily chart, we have, let's just pick up a clean chart, higher low, higher high, closing above the bearish gap. But let's see if we can find something else here. And over the 17 EMA into the close. All right, so that's a big sign right there. Closing over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Hard to see that. All right, but if we put this VWAP right here, let's just take this one, plant it right there, and you can see closing over the 17 and over VWAP there. So nice ride up today on SPY. Higher low, higher high, closing over the trap and over the 17 EMA. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ doing the same thing. Higher low, higher high, closing over the trap. That's the bearish trap and over the 17 EMA. Price action for QQQ. Up over the all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Price action making higher highs and higher lows, closing up in quadrant 4. Everything's still bullish on SPY and QQQ. Let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU doing the same thing over the all-time high anchored VWAP, higher low, higher high, closing over almost a bullish cross over the 17 EMA. So there's price action for FNGU. Still bullish, making higher highs and higher lows. Still holding on. FNGU still in an uptrend. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM having the rocket ship day. Higher low, higher high. Closing over bullish trap over the 17 EMA. We kind of predicted that one. All right, so there's IWM still making up in quadrant 4. Everything's still bullish on IWM. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow still in a downtrend. Price action, higher low, higher high. They all made higher lows and higher highs. Closing underneath the 17 EMA, closing underneath the prior all-time high anchored VWAP, closing underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. Closing near the upper third, which is really good. You can see how that major support came into play right here. I was talking about that earlier. And the 50-yard line of the quad lines. So price action got a bounce right off of there. Let's take a look at our technicals, T2122. And we find ourselves up in the buyer's chop zone. So price action not quite making it to the buy zone, but making little higher lows and higher highs and higher lows and higher highs. So nice rally there for SPY. Actually, all 5 of the Fab 5 doing a wonderful job today, making higher highs and higher lows. T2123. And I said this is the major support, and we got a little bounce here on T2123. So started out a couple of red candles here and then some green ones. Did we break the lows? Yeah, we did. So we're in a downtrend now because we broke that pivot low right through there. All right, so price action on T2123 now in a downtrend, unless of course they break the uptrend. That's way up here. That's a lot of work to do. All right, so T2123 closing in the space on the following 200 SMA, closing down here in quadrant 1. We still got a lot of work to do just to get back to the midpoint. So there's T2123. How are you positioned for tomorrow? I will get to that in just a minute. All right. T21, 23, 3-bar chart. Got 3 more red candlesticks right here. Price action. Remember, it's in a downtrend. Price action closing in quadrant 1. Closing in price 200 SMA closing in on the price action up there. You can see 200 rising up through those all-time high, those prior all-time highs right through there. All right, so there's T21, 23. That was bullish for today on the 15, but not. Okay, you can see here on the 15 that was bullish, but not on the 3-bar. 3 more red candle bars there. All right, but they're closing in on the space between the 17. All right, FNGU probably had a great day. Yep, green from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, closing up over flat 200 SMA. I said we needed to do that. They did it. Closing near the upper third. That's positive. That's bullish. Making higher lows and higher highs. That's bullish. Up over the midpoint. That's bullish. And up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. So everything looking good here on FNGU. Closing up in, well, actually up there in quadrant 4. That's a really good sign for FNGU. Could see a rally coming into the weekend. We'll see what happens. That's FNGU. Let's take a look at a few sectors. See if I can find one here with the sectors. That one right there. Okay. So first sector, we'll take a look at silver and gold first. Silver and gold, still in uptrends. Silver making a higher low, higher high closing inside a bearish trap, but looks like it's over the 17 EMA. So there you go on silver, still in an uptrend. A little bit of bounce off of minor support there. Let's take a look at GLD. GLD making, this is tight. See if I can get it to fan out a little bit. All right. Looking like, well, let's just do it this way. The low is 252.27. The low is 252.41. So higher low, higher high closing over the bullish trap and over the 17 EMA, over the uptrend line. Gold still bullish here. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG in a downtrend. Price action, low outside day. That's a higher high and a lower low closing underneath the bearish trap. Underneath the 17 EMA, that's UNG. And let's take a look at USO. USO is a uptrend, and that is starts a brand new uptrend today. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA, breaking the downtrend line right there. So USO starts an uptrend. Let's take a look at SMH. SMH. Over the all-time high anchored VWAP, still bullish here on SMH. On the daily chart, closing in the upper third. Everything's still looking good. SMH, XOK. Okay, same deal, closing up in quadrant 4. Up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, making higher highs and higher lows. Everything's still bullish on XOK. Let's take a look at XLF. There's our financials. Closing up in quadrant 4, that's bullish. Over the midpoint, that's bullish. Closing over prior all-time high anchored VWAP, that's bullish. Making higher highs and higher lows, that's bullish. XLI. XLI's in a downtrend unless they take out this high right here. But wow, what a nice candle today. Okay, price action, higher low, higher high, closing. Well, that's over the all-time high anchored VWAP, over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Price action looking good for XLI and closing up in quadrant 4. Still bullish on XLI, but technically in a downtrend. Okay, let's take a look at XLU. XLU in a downtrend. They took out this low right here. Got a higher low, higher high, closing inside a bearish trap underneath the 17, underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP, underneath the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. XLU bullish, closing in the upper third, but they're still in a downtrend until they take out this high. Okay, so still bullish, but just in a downtrend due to the fact that they made lower lows. Okay, it's XLU. Let's take a look at XRT. Wow, look at XRT today. Okay, maybe Amazon helped it out. Higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA, breaking up over the downtrend line right there. Price action still in an uptrend, hasn't made any lower lows. Okay, so XRT still in an uptrend. Had to sit back through, I don't know, what's that, about a month long of just pullback, red candle, hockey stick, trash we're looking at there. So XRT. Uptrend right there, still looking good, closing, yeah, up there in the upper third like that, all right? So XRT, uptrend, everything bullish there. Everything's still bullish, just got some stuff in a downtrend, but it's still acting bullish, all right? So we got, T2123, still bullish, but it's, technically in a downtrend. You got IW, Diamond Dow, technically in a downtrend, but acting bullish, closing up in the upper third. Okay, so everything's still looking good. Let's take a look at IYT. IYT right here on today's price action. I just got to look because you never know when look at that. That was nothing but a bull, and it ended at the end of the day up there at the highs. Now look at this. That would be starting here. That would be a solid green candle to the upside. Okay? What the heck is this? I don't see any green. I don't see closing up here. I don't see anything. So price action, IYT, on the daily chart, got a lower low and a higher high, closing up over, I'm just going to call it a bullish cross and up over the 17 EMA. Okay, everything's still bullish on IYT. All right, so what am I positioned in for the close? Let's just get it open here. Okay, I have look at these calls. I guess the calls are doing good. Forgot I even got those calls. All right, so we got that expires on Friday. I've got 62 calls long. All right there, 62 calls long. I've got 60 puts short. I've got 20 calls short. I've got 54 calls short. I've got 30 puts long. So this is a debit spread right here. So that's 30 right there and short 60 right there. Okay, so right there, 43s. Okay, that expired the 10th. I've got still 39 puts of the 575s long, and I've got 70 puts long also on the SPY. And then I've got, for calls, I've got 10 long calls, 24 DTEs on those. So there's my inventory. You can take a snapshot. All right. All right, traders, that's it for me for today. I will talk to you all tomorrow after the election, and we'll see what happens tonight, see who wins. All right. If we have uncertainty, we could fall back. We'll see what happens. All right. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Ram. Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Judy. Thanks, Fido, Mel, everybody. Appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you.